Hello YouTube makeup lovers, so I am here for my second travel video. I recently did a video where I showed you guys exactly the makeup that I was going to take on my upcoming 2-week trip, so I'll make sure to link that video down below. But today's video is going to focus on the actual luggage that I will be checking in on this trip. But I'm going to make sure to share with you guys everything that is in my suitcase, how I organize it, so hopefully you guys can get some good organizing tips on how to pack your luggage, and I really hope that you guys have a lot of fun watching this video. Okay, so this is my luggage. These are pretty old bags. These I've had for over 10 years. They are by Victorinox, which is Swiss Army, and they are very pricey bags, but like I said, I have had them for over 10 years and they're still intact. They are a little bit dirty, but as far as the structure of them, they have no holes, they have no rips. They just still are very, very good quality bags. They hold your clothes nice and safely, and the wheels have even lasted that long. They haven't broken or anything like that. So I'm really happy with the quality of the Victorinox Swiss Army bags. As far as these luggages, this one is the carry-on size, and it's also expandable. So if you wanted to expand it, you can definitely make this a lot bigger. Of course, if you expand it, you cannot probably carry it on the plane because it will be too big, and you can always check it in. So it's always a good option. But for this trip, I'm actually going to be carrying that one on the flight. And this is the one that I'm going to check in, and that is the wheeled duffel bag. So it does roll very nicely. I personally love the duffel bag much more than a regular suitcase. I don't think I will ever buy a suitcase again. I think every time that I have to buy a bag, whenever it comes a time to buy it again, I would get the same brand, and I would also get the wheeled duffel bag. This duffel bag, I really love it because it weighs a lot less than a regular structured suitcase, more square suitcases. This one, I feel like it's very hard to go over the 50 pounds no matter what you put in there. I mean, unless you're gonna go put rocks in there. I have never gone over the 50 pounds with this luggage. Whereas with the other suitcases, the more squared, structured ones, like the common typical suitcase, those already weigh a lot on their own. So once you have to add your clothes, it's very easy to go over the 50 pounds. I would always be borderline, and I would have to be taking things out at the airport and carrying them on the plane just so that they wouldn't charge me a ridiculous amount of money because my suitcase was 3 pounds over the weight limit. With this one, I never have that problem. Okay, so this is my empty luggage. It fits so much in here, and I just love that. It's such a spacious bag. All I have in here right now is my coat. For this trip, I'm gonna be dealing with 2 completely different temperatures. My last stop, the weather goes down to about the 40s in the evening, so I did need to have my coat. And then I also have to take a bathing suit because in another stop that I'm gonna make, I can totally go to the beach in about 75-degree weather. So that makes it a little bit trickier for packing, but of course not impossible. So the coat is the first thing I have here on the bottom. It is a fluffy coat. It squishes nicely. So it also makes a nice little layer of protection on the bottom of the bag so that when people start throwing the bag around in the airport, once you check in your bag, they're probably throwing your bag all over the place. So I always like to have a nice little layer on the bottom. Under this jacket, I do have some feminine products kind of like spread out. I'm not going to show you those to you guys just because you know what those look like. But it's always very important for ladies to prepare and take that type of stuff on your trips just in case you have a little visitor while you're on vacation. One of the very first things I always pack are my slippers. These are a little set of travel slippers which I've had for years, and I'm not a person who likes to be barefoot. I like to have my feet nicely tucked into some comfy slippers. This is nice and flat, so this I'm gonna go ahead and just put it inside the suitcase right there. Now let's get started with the packing of the clothes. I showed you guys a haul recently where I bought some new packing cubes. I've always used packing cubes, but I went ahead and bought some more recently just for this trip. This is the very first packing cube that I'm gonna add. This is the large size, just so you guys have an idea. This is the medium size. So this is the size difference of the packing cubes. In the very first one right here, I have everything in here that I'm gonna need when I make my stop at the beach. So for example, here I have some tank tops. I even have my Panama hat. I have my sunscreen for the beach, which is not the same sunscreen that I use on my face on a daily basis. This is just the one that I'm going to use when I go to the beach. I have some little tees, my bathing suit, some shorts, and I even have my flip-flops in this little packing cube. So I know throughout the whole trip, I don't have to open this until I go to Rio in Brazil, because that's where I'm going to be able to go to the beach. So this is the first cube that's going to go in the suitcase, and I'm going to go ahead and put this all the way to the right of the bag. So that's already inside the bag. Next for packing is my medium size packing cube, and this one in the blue color. And in this one, I have packed all my shirts for the nighttime. So as you can see, there are about 7 tops in there. These are my more fancier tops for the evening, so I put them all here together. And these cubes are so good. Number one, for me, I like them mainly for organization. I'm going to be living out of my suitcase for 2 full weeks, and everything in the cubes is so nicely organized. It prevents things from wrinkling, and you just have it all nice and neat, and you don't have to go through a messy suitcase filled with clothes where you're just kind of rummaging through all your stuff, you're wrinkling it, and you're just kind of destroying all your clothes. Whereas like this, it's nice and neat. So I'm going to go ahead and put this inside the suitcase right in the center. Then next, I have another one of the medium packing cubes here in the black, and in this one I have a bunch of tank tops. I love wearing camisoles under the majority of my shirts, or it be a dress or anything. I am a camisole lover. I love having tank tops under my clothes, so I have a ton of tank tops right here for the trip. I do have to add that this video is not intended to be a video where I am packing light. No, I'm not going to pack a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to use, but I do like to have a shirt for every day. I also like to have my nighttime outfits. I take pretty much an underwear for every day. I take extra underwear, because those are things that I think you should have extra of. Your tops and your undies are something that you should always take a ton of, so you don't have to reuse them. Jeans you can reuse, of course jackets you can reuse, and things like that I do pack a little bit lighter. But the other things, I do like to take one for every day that I am on my vacation. The next packing cube that goes in is this one. This is also the larger size of cube. By the way, the brand of these cubes are Eagle Creek, and I bought these all on Amazon.com. In this one, I have some daytime shirts. The best way to fit the most shorts into the cube is to roll them. So this is all rolled up nicely, and I can fit a ton of shirts here. I have about 7 or 8 shirts in here. I even have some button-down blouses right here. I have a denim shirt, I have a plaid shirt, and things like that. So these are all in the larger packing cube. And I'm gonna go ahead and just stick this to the left of the suitcase, and it all just kind of fits in nicely like a puzzle. This is just the first layer. There is still a ton of room inside the suitcase. The next packing cube is this one right here, and this is a more elongated packing cube. And here I have some more camisoles in here that I was able to fold in the same shape as the cube. So this fits nicely on the sides of the luggage, because it is a more long type of luggage. It looks like, I call it my hot dog luggage. So this one fits in nicely right here, and I push it back to the corner. So there you see what I have in the suitcase so far. Next, I'm gonna pack some toiletries, and I just kind of stuff the bag in this large Ziploc. It doesn't close, but at least it keeps it protected from the liquids. This is the toiletry bag that I got. I got this at CVS. On the first side right here, it has the toothbrush holder, oops, it has the soap. It has, I poured here some of the It's a 10 leave-in conditioner. I also poured in here some Bioderma. And then I'm also taking my little perfumes in here, which fit nicely. So that is one side of my little toiletry bag. And then on the other side right here, I just have things like shampoo, conditioner. I have a little hairspray. I have some razor blades here. Well, just one Venus Breeze razor blade and my razor. I also have my toothpaste in here. This is just like the more basic type of toiletries. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back into the Ziploc. I don't think anything will spill, but I just always like to have it for some reason inside something like this in case something does spill. And I'm gonna do a little bit of rearranging here. I think I'm gonna put this one up here and the toiletry one here on the bottom. Because this is closed, so I don't mind having this bump right here, whereas I don't want my toiletries to get bumped and anything get broken. So there we have it arranged like this right now. The next packing cube is this green one right here, and this one is called the Clean Dirty Packing Cube. It has one side that is completely sealed. It's not breathable, where during your trip you can also use it as a dirty laundry bag, and then the other side is mesh, so it is breathable, and you can put your clean clothes on the other side so that you don't have to mix your dirty and your clean clothes. Here I have some more daytime shirts. Like I said, I have a clean shirt for every single day that I am on this trip. I think I have one more extra just in case, but that's it. I wouldn't suggest taking a ton of different options, but I personally always like to have one clean shirt and one clean tank top for every day. I do not like to reuse my shirts. You can kind of do laundry too on the trip. That's also a good option. For cruises, it's the best because they always give you like a laundry day that you fill everything that's in a bag for 20 bucks and you can wash all your clothes. But I really do not see me doing laundry on this trip at all, so I did take one shirt for every day. My pajamas, I have those on the other side of this packing cube, and I have 2 pajamas for the whole trip. That's something that I feel it's okay to reuse. So here I have it. I have my tank top and my pajama pants. So those are the type of PJs that are the comfiest for me. So those are on this side of the packing cube. And then this one is gonna fit perfectly right here in this corner to my right. So there you go. And that will be the top layer of the suitcase because nothing more will fit in here, but I still have a ton of space right over here. One thing I completely forgot to pack at the bottom is my blow dryer. So I had to take out some things from the suitcase to pack it. This is the blow dryer that I'm taking on this trip. That's another thing on the trip. I have to have a good blow dryer for me. I have a lot of hair. It's long. I can't be using those little blow dryers that they give you in the hotels. This is a nice blow dryer. It's also a blow dryer that I bought when I was in Spain. It has the electricity of the 220. Here in the States we're 110. This is a 220 electricity, which works in Europe. It's also going to be the electricity that they're going to have where I am visiting in Argentina, Brazil, and Peru. I do not recommend taking a blow dryer from the States and converting the electricity. If you use your blow dryer for more than 5 minutes, you will burn the blow dryer. So I have always had a European blow dryer in my home because since I do travel to visit my family to Spain a lot, it's just something that I just rather have, and I just invested in a good blow dryer with the 220 electricity. This is actually supposed to be at the bottom of the suitcase, but I forgot to put it in, so I'm going to go ahead and put everything back the way it was. And I just added the blow dryer there. You can barely even tell that I added something into the bag. It's like so flat and it goes in the bottom of the suitcase. So this little cube has to go in here, and there it goes back in there. Next I'm packing 2 smaller makeup bags. This one right here and this one right here. What I have in here is not really makeup, it's just like my skincare products, my cream. I have some deodorant in here and just things like that that I really do not mind throwing inside my checked in bag. And then in here, what do I have in here? Let's see. Here I have some things in a Ziploc bag. I have some heat protectant spray for my hair, a little body lotion, a little body scrub, some argan oil for my hair. I have a shower cap. I also have some, I had to take some insect repellent. The papers for Machu Picchu said to bring insect repellent. And then I'm also taking some dry shampoo. So all that was fitting in here, and these are pretty big sizes. So this definitely has to be inside the checked in bag. And like I said, I always put anything that's a liquid inside a Ziploc. I know that you can take inside your checked bag any size of liquid. It's not because of the size that I put it in here. It's mainly just to protect all my stuff from getting messed up if anything does spill. So these small little bags, I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in here in the center of the suitcase. Next, I'm gonna pack my leggings. These I do just pack outside of the suitcase. I don't put them inside a cube. I think this, jeans and jackets are something good that you can have in your suitcase, and they also protect everything around. I kind of always like to have a layer of clothes on the top, and I usually leave my jeans for last so I can do that with them. Here is the last of my little packing cases. These are the ones that I usually always use. These are the ones that I've had already for a really long time. I bought these at the Container Store. They're also from Eagle Creek. Here I have my underwear and my bras for the trip. And then these go right over here on the left side. And it's, like I said, this is also squishable. I always like to have the outer areas of the suitcase with things that are closed, so that if someone hits a suitcase or drops it, it's not something that's breakable, which is why I like to put my toiletries somewhere in the middle. Next, I'm gonna pack my burgundy faux leather jacket. What I like to do is I like to turn the jackets inside out so that the outer area or the outer part of the jacket doesn't get ruined. If anything like catches on it, or I don't know, it can scratch it. So this I'm just gonna fold right here at the top of my suitcase. Then I also have my NYDJ. It's kind of like a little asymmetrical blazer. And this, again, I also turned it inside out. I just feel that way the outer part of the jacket is nice and protected when it's inside the suitcase. And then I just kind of tuck the ends in there. Then I put some jeans. These are my jeans. I will be packing, pretty much what I'm taking in jeans is I'm taking one pair of nice jeans for the nighttime. These are especially long because I'm gonna wear these with my heels. And then I also take another pair inside the checked-in bag of jeans that I'll use for the daytime. And then of course I'm gonna be wearing a pair of jeans when I go on the flight. So I'm pretty much gonna have 2 daytime pairs of jeans, 1 nighttime pair of jeans, and then I have my leggings. So those are pretty much gonna be my bottoms. I also have the shorts for that beach day, but I'm a jean person and I'm gonna be in jeans the majority of the trip. And then the top layer of my suitcase is my black leather jacket. I'm still debating whether I should pack this in the suitcase or if I should just put it in my carry-on, but I'm not sure. And then this I'm just gonna put right here up on top. Again, I have it inside out as well. So this is pretty much everything that's gonna be in the middle. So you see there's still areas here that I have room and areas here that I have room. Everything in the center is pretty filled up. So what I like to do with those little areas is, for example, my brush. This fits perfectly in here. I have also my round brush. I'm gonna put in these little corners. My MAC makeup wipes, I put them in a Ziploc bag, and these also fit in here. Just the little sides I like to save for packing the smaller items. Right over here, I have a little baggie that has like my hair clips, some ponytails, and things like that. So this is really small and squishable. And then this I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in here as well. Right over here I have my Sam Edelman kind kind of like sandals. These I like because they're tricolor, so I can wear them with anything that goes with gold, silver, or rose gold. And I pretty much just put them flat like this together, and I put them in this shoe bag that my mom gave me. And then this bag, since it's so flat, I'm gonna fit it right over here, so it fits perfectly there. And I think the last thing I have for the suitcase are my little cotton pads. These are the ones that I like to use when I put toner on my face or to remove my makeup. I always have to pack these. I cannot live without them. So this packs nicely. Wait, I left some air in this Ziploc bag. You gotta make sure to get all the air out when you pack Ziploc bags so it's not so fat. And then this, I'm gonna go ahead and just shove it in the side as well. So that is pretty much everything that's gonna fit in my bag. Yes, I'm missing some shoes, of course. Those I'm actually gonna take inside my carry-on, which I will show you quickly what I have in there. Okay, so this is my carry-on suitcase. This is a standard carry-on size. It also goes with a set of the duffel bag. Like I mentioned earlier, this does expand. So let me show you what it looks like when it expands. It just becomes so big. Look at that. That's how it expands. It becomes huge. Usually if I check it in, I'll expand it, but that's the size of the expansion. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it because I don't need it, but if I end up getting a ton of stuff on the trip, I can always just check it in on the way back and expand it if I need it, or if it's too heavy, just check it in anyway. So this is the inside of the bag. So the first item I will pack in my carry-on is my hair iron and my curling iron, my flat iron and curling iron, I should say. It's this one right here, and then this is the flat iron. Again, these are also products that have the 220 electricity because I don't want to burn down any hotels while I'm doing my hair. This is a trip where I will be going out at night, and I do want to look nice. It will be also my birthday while I'm away, so these really don't take up that much space, and I really wanted to take them on the trip. So they're going back inside this packing cube because since it's the same shape as the products, it just fits perfectly. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the bottom of the suitcase right here. So that's the first thing that I have packed. Next, I'm taking my shoes in this little carry-on because they just did not fit in the duffel bag. It's very important. I am taking my sneakers. This is something that I really do not want to take. I much rather wear my Vans like I am wearing right now. I think Vans are super comfortable, but I did have major foot pain on a vacation that I recently took. Well, not recently, about 2 years ago. I remember when I went to Russia, I had bruises on my feet because I had worn my Vans and I didn't have appropriate tennis shoes. So for this trip, I'm taking appropriate tennis shoes and hopefully I use them. So I am packing these, but it's not really like a fashion thing. It's just a comfort thing so that my feet are nice and healthy throughout the trip because I will be walking a lot and doing a lot of tourist type of things. Next, I am also taking my boots. These are my Tiarraa boots by Steve Madden. I have my socks inside the boot. That's a trick that my grandma taught me many years ago to take up space so that you don't use more space in your suitcase. You can always just put your socks inside your boots or inside your shoes. It keeps your shoes nice and structured so that they don't get squished, and then it's also a nice place to put your socks. So these are the little booties that I will be taking, and I also have these in one of these little Eagle Creek packing shoe cubes like this. These I'm gonna go ahead and put right here. These packing cubes I bought at the Container Store. By the way, the other ones that I had in the other suitcase, even though I bought those on Amazon, they also carry them at the Container Store. And then the other pair of shoes that I am taking are my Mary Jane pumps. like this. These are just plain black pumps that go with everything. So this is why I chose these shoes. They're also very, very comfortable. So these are the only nighttime shoes that I will be taking. So in total, I think I'm taking, let's see, 1, 2, 3 pairs of shoes for the Vans that I'll be wearing on the plane, and 5 the Sam Edelman sandals that I packed in the other suitcase, which really take up no space. So here are all the shoes. So you're probably wondering what I was gonna wear on my feet on the trip. I take those in the carry-on. I'll be packing this purse. This is a clutch bag. This is actually a gift that I bought my cousin, who I will see on this trip. I haven't seen her in 4 years. She's a first cousin, so we are very close, and she lives in Sao Paulo. So I'm taking her this little gift. I'll be staying with her at her house. It's a clutch bag that is like half suede on one side and leather, and it has these beautiful studs in the middle. It also has a longer handle for you to carry the bag. You can even carry it crossbody or on the side, and you can also take it as a clutch. So it's actually a gift. Plus, I should probably post this video after I've already given it to her so that I don't ruin the surprise. I actually got one for myself too because I just love this blue color. So I am packing this in here. I wanted to wrap it, but I feel like it's gonna get so squished when I wrap it, but I am gonna be taking it inside my carry-on bag so it doesn't get all messed up or wrinkled in the luggage. Sorry for all the plasticky sounds. Those are really annoying. Next, I'm packing one of my little Henry Bendel makeup bags. This one right here has my medicines. So important to always carry your medicines with you inside your flight, not in your checked-in bag. In case your bag gets lost or delayed, you have your medicines with you at all time. All I pretty much have in here are like emergency. I have some Advil. I even have some NyQuil, and just a couple things in case you get sick or you get your nose stuffy. I always like to travel. I even have Band-Aids in here. What else? Well, I have, did I say Benadryl? I have my Benadryl in here and things like that. So this also goes in here. And then I also take my makeup bag, which I showed a video of me packing it. So I'm really not going to show you what's in here. Nothing has changed since I showed you guys in the video of what I packed. I'll make sure to link that down below. This will also be going inside my luggage. Let me just rearrange it right here. Maybe it goes in better on this side. This side's better, much better. I will also be packing this little purse right here. This is from H&M. It was a very inexpensive bag. It fits nice and flat in the luggage. This is probably the bag that I'll be using in the nighttime. I'm not taking anything fancy. I don't like to travel with anything too fancy or any purses that are any like name brands. I'm also gonna pack in my bag that I bought at Forever 21 for the trip. So this one, since I'm not gonna carry it on the plane, I'm just gonna fold it in here in my carry-on. Let me just put it here in the bottom of the makeup bag. So like this. That fits perfectly there. And that is pretty much it that I'm going to be taking inside my little carry-on bag. It's going to close perfectly. It stays nice and flat. It's not going to have, you know, kind of like a big, sometimes you can really overpack and like it's pretty much about to pop. No, I like to have it nice and flat so that I have no problems putting it into the overhead compartment. I will also be taking my backpack. In my backpack, I'll pretty much have my camera, my iPad, my money, my wallet, my passport, and my jewelry if I take any, which I'll take very little for the trip. And that's pretty much it that I'm going to be taking on this trip. Well, I guess that's not it. It's not little, but I think it's nice and it's comfortable enough for me to be able to carry it all around through all my stops and be comfortable throughout the trip and have everything that I need. So there is my luggage ready to go. This is the bag I will be checking in, and this is the bag that I will be carrying on the flight. So I am all set for my trip. I will be definitely filming some videos while I am away so you guys can see all the amazing spots that I got to see. I really hope that you guys had a lot of fun watching this video and that you got some new tips and tricks for packing your luggage. And as always, I want to say thank you so much for watching Be Lounge Makeup. Bye.